Hi guys, it's me again, and today I'm bringing DFG. And what DFG is, it is a framework that lets you have form, create forms, and also export those without need of a ASP. So you can use forms and create without ASP. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna showcase some cases of DFG, how you can use it, what you can do with, and also how you manage some conflict and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys ready, and hopefully it's gonna be kind of fun. That's the idea, okay? And here you go. So DFG is a menu on SKC, and what you do here, it is you have kind of the same logic of the Xedit on the part of you have the asps and the forms inside the asp. If you use EDF, you're gonna see that the package is kind of the same. The package is the folder, and inside this folder, you'll create your forms and edit those there, okay? And for example, here, so I'm gonna create a new package. You're gonna have the local forms package, which are the default package. But if you're going to create a mod and export it, you're gonna need to create a new package, okay? So right now I'm gonna create one that is gonna be live2. I'm gonna create this package. It's already the target here. And then you're gonna create your form. You can create your form here, and you have all the forms type valid here. You can read out of those on the page in the Nexus, okay? And when you're gonna create a forms is the same as Xedit. Like let's say you're gonna create a global, you put the editor ID. Editor ID here is requirement. So because since the forms are dynamic, what make those unique? It is the editor ID. They are dynamic, but at the same time they are persistent. So every loading of the game, they will be there, but they might change the form ID. They won't be changed because you are using DPF, and DPF hold those forms, okay? But the edit ID is the one thing that it is unique. So if you want to, let's say you want to compare something, you're gonna compare with the edit ID. If you want to search for something, if you are a mod author, you're gonna use the edit ID to do that. If you want to retrieve some info, use the edit ID. Don't save just the form ID. Use the edit ID, which you can see some cases on how I did on parry for all, on dodge for all, blockable hits, NPC senses, and undodgeable hit. Those are some cases that you can check out the code to see how it's done. And to be easier, you also are gonna have some integrations and stuff like that, okay? And keep going. What you're gonna do right now, I'm gonna showcase how you can create a head part of a hair and add it on game. So what we're gonna do here, it is we're gonna create a head part for hair. We're gonna do head part. Head ID is gonna be we're gonna try hair live 2, 1 slide. Hair live 1, could be 1. We're gonna create that. And here we have the head part, hair live 1. So it is the head part. You have the DPF slot that you are using, which is slot 1. It is the regional. You have the form ID that got for this ASP. So it's using DPF ASP as the form as this one. So what would you use? What would do that? Because with one ASP of DPF, you're gonna have thousands and hundreds and so much of the ASP fulfill, instead of using like 3, 4, 10 ASPs difference and losing slots that you can do instead of be only one, you know. And if you need more ASP of DPF, you can grab it on there. And the ASP is still needed. Why? Because you need to be persistent, and with is the part of DPF you can read more on DPF and DPF rethinking how it's done, okay? So now I did create a head part hair, okay, and we go for what's missed right now. So hair, I'm gonna do female, gotta put a name, gotta do test. It doesn't have any file, any reference, and what we're gonna do too, it is we're gonna do I'm gonna put an if model here. We're gonna do with this one, which is the Rogue one. If model save and save. So right now we have this head part hair life 1, which is playable, female. It is using the Rogue hair one. Okay. So if we go, let me just go for race menu. And we go here. You can see here the whole hair, right? You can see here hair life 1, we have hair life 2, but we have hair life 1 here. And if you want to change that hair for something else, let's say you have another nymph and you want to test right now. So we're gonna just grab it. So we're gonna grab another one. We're gonna do BG3. Let me just grab which one. I'm gonna do this one right here, the Carlac one. So if I go here and change the model, look, the nymph is already there. I just changed the path for the nymph. I save it. And what's gonna need is just a reload of the 3D. And it's there. So you have the freedom to edit the stuff in game, testing, and do all the creation in game. You can create forms ongoing, and those forms doesn't take ASP slot or ESL slot or whatever. It won't take. It's only gonna be one ASP, and that's it. So you can basically put inside that ASP, that one that is the DPF one, like 300, 100, I don't know how many mods, but you can do a lot. And that's for the mod outer part, but if the player want to do that, the player can do that too. But the mods that's gonna use it, it's gonna have a requirement. So what's gonna make is, it's gonna reduce by a lot how many ASPs you have, but not only that, but you also will be able to easily change stuff on game. Is that which is for me the most important part. That was, I can change the file, I can change the data, I can change where it is. And another showcase here, it is if you want to create, for example, here I'm using hair life 1, okay? Hair life 1 is here. And if I want to create based on a form, like a duplicate, I can go with create with template. And then let's create another head part for hair. And we're gonna go with orange. I'm gonna go orange hair. And the name is gonna be life 1. Could be life 1, it's fine. We're gonna create it. It's gonna create. So here's life 1. It's the orange hair. It's the files here. It's there. Here it won't showcase right now because I need to reload the race menu. So what's gonna do is this. I'm gonna do this, and then show race menu again, and it is here, hair life 1. So you can have the base of one hair, and then you can just edit. I'm saying the base one hair, but it doesn't need to be a hair. You can use a base as a armor, a spell, a perk. So you don't need to fulfill all the camps because some stuff already have done, okay? And you go into edit. Another thing that I need to showcase here, it is how you do a patch. So for example, now you have all this stuff here, you have it, okay? But let's say you want to create a patch. So imagine that you have a mod that uses DFG, okay? And it does it create a perk that has 20% more damage when you're using great words. Okay, so if you are from the balance and stuff, you have two choices. Either you edit the native file, which is this one, the native forms. You can edit here. Like for example, let me just create a perk real quick. So if I do perk, that's I'm gonna create a perk real quick, just showcase it. We have the perk here, okay? So you can edit the conditions, the values and stuff, save it. And you're gonna have to export the package, out the package, which is not the way that I recommend, because you have an easier way, and it was planned for that, which is the patch. So to create a patch, you're gonna create a package, okay? As always, you just create a package. Resolve forms, you can use it by here, or either you can also create a patch here, either way. And then you select create a patch layer. But the create a patch layer, it is using here. And what you're gonna do is move to working package. So when you create a package, you're gonna do here. I'm gonna do overwrite, it's fine. I'm gonna select this one, move. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, sorry. First, you select the working package, and then you select create a patch layer. That was my mistake, sorry. So I just need to clear here. So create patch layer, and yes, now it's right. So now it is on the layer. It is on overwrite layer. You create a package, you select the package first, and then you select the forms that you want to edit. So what's gonna happen here? You create a package layer, it's gonna create this one, and then you edit the stuff that you want to change, and then it works just like Xedit. What you edit is gonna take over the one that was not the patch one, was not the patch one, was the base one. So the base one was just, well, you load it, and then you patch, reload it, and you're gonna see, oh, the patch has this change, so slap it. It's gonna bring together, and you have it, okay? And what else I need to say here? I'm gonna showcase another example of how you're gonna create NPCs and what you can do. So this example is for NPCs and how it's done. So let me just real quick exit it here, and let me just remove this. With NPCs, it is a little bit. I'm gonna have the details for this. I'm gonna showcase what's happened with NPCs. But NPCs are gonna create a form, and we're gonna go NPC edit ID. We're gonna do I'm gonna create here. We have the NPC here. You can see it. Here is our draft. You can see not our draft, our patch. This is our patch of that perk that we created. And we have the NPC here. So the thing about NPCs is that when you create it, you can see, I'm gonna install it. And because of how Skyrim works, it has a face gen, and we need to break that face gen because it's always gonna play. So you can see here, the face gen is different for the body, and the color is different. So what you're gonna need is, for the visual of your NPC is unique, you're gonna need to has NPC visual editor. Okay, you're gonna have to use NPC visual editor. What it's gonna do is, for example, this NPC here was created. Okay, you're gonna go visual editor, edit, gonna load it, can edit as always as you have on MCs. But right now, this showcase, I'm gonna go browse project. I'm gonna do with the Midjourney one. So when you go, it is as it should. And that is basically one of the limitations that DFG has because of how face chain work and stuff. So to the workaround that I did was this. But you have you can add it as an MC. You are create an MC, so you just change edits, package, skill, level, stats. You have all those stuff. Just the visual part that you're gonna need editor visual, NVE. You're gonna need MC visual editor to have a unique visual. Okay, so if you're gonna ship MC using DFG or Nexus or replace it or something like that, you're gonna ship your file together with the meshes and stuff. Keep in mind you're gonna need the meshes of the MC and face chain, and also the file of NVE. So you if you want to create an MCs that doesn't use ASP, you're gonna need DFG and NVE. Okay. So what more we can do with? One of the mods that's gonna be released, it is Book of Perks. You can see more on the Book of Perks video, but just a little showcase. Book of Perks, it's create a book of each perk, and those books you can distribute using EDF, because EDF it is already ready for use of DFG and mods that use DFG. So if you go on EDF and we create a rule, let's say this rule, I think it's the leader rule. No, this is not the rule. Yeah, this one is the leader rule. So we're gonna just do an like here, okay. And I'm gonna group, it has the plate armor. We're gonna remove this and we're gonna do book and learn. So you can see all those learn here are books from Book of Perks. You can see that's using DPF ASP. So all of those was created dynamically, and you don't need to have anything more than, and just showcase a little bit of Book of Perks. It do like this. What's gonna happen is here, book. You have learn, you're gonna click it and you're gonna learn the perk. So just showcase here before I grab this one. Perks 42, and then I'm gonna click here and perks 43. So you learn one more perk. And the way, because of you're gonna use the EDF to, you can use, I don't know if, I did not try with speed, but I did for EDF. So what's gonna happen is on Book of Perks, you also can blacklist and stuff, but you're gonna use EDF to distribute the books. So you can just put it as an MC loot or a merchant that has and stuff like that, you know? So yeah, I think that's all of DPF parts. You guys can try it out, see the fun stuff that you guys can create it. I'm curious what's gonna happen, and basically test, find it out. Probably gonna have some bugs. Oh, it happened. It's fine. NFC Senses is already using, so NFC Senses you don't need the ASP anymore. You can check it out. And yeah, that's it. You don't need the ASP anymore to have a form, and you can just play it. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys have a good time with. this mod will not be possible at all without the help of yeah, it did not break this time. Not possible without the help of Thiago. Thiago did a crazy job on DPF. And then we also gonna have more stuff in common. But like with this, gonna have some good stuff, some fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoy it, have fun, and God bless. See ya.